Hello everyone, Ryan here. I'm back with another movie review. So after seeing Brie Larson's awesome performance in the movie Room, I decided to look up some other movies that she's been in. And even though I had seen her in a couple other movies before, until watching Room, I never saw her in an actual starring role. So I wanted to find movies in which she had at least some kind of a starring role instead of a supporting role. And even though I didn't find that many, but there were a couple movies which caught my attention. One of them, of course, being a movie titled Short Term 12. And of course, I didn't really know what to expect from this movie. I had never heard of it before, but I was surprised to learn that it's actually a pretty good movie. And it came out sometime in 2013, but again, I had never heard anything about it. But I checked out, I rented this copy from my local library. And usually, in addition to checking out books, I also tend to check out a lot of DVDs from there. And they actually have a pretty good selection. Of course, once in a while, if I want to find something in particular, I usually have to actively search for it. So that's what I do with this one. And essentially, Brie Larson, she plays this young woman who is, I guess you could say, a head of this kind of temporary home for kids who are displaced from their homes due to different circumstances. Usually it's because their parents end up going to jail for a bunch of different reasons, or they just really have no family left. So, and that's when the state intervenes and they send these kids to temporary kind of housing residence. And so yeah, that's that's pretty much it. And because for me, I never seen any movie that actually depicts that actually depicts what it's like for these kids who suddenly find themselves in these situations in which they have to go off to these kind of group homes or temporary housing residences. And I never seen any other movie quite like that. Maybe the exception being like an old movie like Oliver Twist, or but even Oliver Twist is primarily based on a fictional tale. But this movie, in Short Term 12, it's a very realistic depiction of what it's like for these kids, and also for the people, the employees working at this temporary housing residence. And I really liked it. I really like the story. It's well written. Again, it's another awesome performance by Brie Larson. I definitely recommend it. It's just it's one of those movies that will kind of take you by surprise a little bit. I don't know what else I could say about it, without giving too much away. But it's definitely worth checking out. Definitely on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I would give it definitely 5 stars, easily 5 stars. And the rest of the cast is also really great too, even though I never heard of some of them. Like the guy who plays Brie Larson's boyfriend or fiance, his name is, he's played by John Gallagher Jr., and I had never heard of him before, but he also does a pretty good job. And there's also a couple other recognizable actors as well, who are also really great. And yeah, it's just a really great story, really moving, really touching, really powerful performance again by Brie Larson. So definitely check it out, rent it if you haven't seen it already. It's definitely worth it. So, yeah. That'll do it for this review. Thanks for watching. And as always, till next time, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.